didn't know what he was talking about because I was 16, but it's true. He was telling me that you have to think about who you walk with, who you hang out with, who you talk to, how you act, how your friends are. Everything is about connection, he was telling me. And I remember one thing that's very, very vital. He said a connection is an energy between two people that want to derive sustenance from each other with any type of moment or anything that you need. But one thing that he does know about connection is you got to know who you're connected to, what you're connected to, and where you're connected to. That's very important. Who you're connected to is important, where you're connected to, and what you're connected to. What you're connected to can be an item. Right now, all of us, it's the phone, which is fine. But our kids are too connected to the phones as well, all right? Where you're connected to, it could be a place. It could be a place that maybe you're not supposed to be, but you're just used to being. But it doesn't mean that it's good for you, correct? Or who you're connected to. It could be a person, could be a family member. It could be somebody that you know is no good for you, but you're still feeding that emotion into those people, but it's not nurturing to you. It's actually toxic. Who agrees with that? One thing that you have to understand is this. I always ask a question to people, and here's the question that I ask. Can you know something and believe something at the same time? Who says yes? Can you know something and believe it at the same time? How many yeses we got? How many no's do we have? The no's have it. Let me tell you why. When you believe something is so, you have an idea that that exists, but there's no tangible evidence. When you know something is so, you have the tangible evidence that it actually exists. For example, we know for a fact as fathers and parents, one thing, all our children are beautiful, correct? Let me get a hand clap for that. We know our children are beautiful, right? But what do we actually believe in? We believe in their potential. Can we get a hand clap for that? See, we know they're beautiful, but we believe in their potential. We believe in what they can become. We have to still instill that into them constantly every day because they got so much information around them right now that they're being joggled. They don't have their blinders on. There's so much information coming at them that what we tell them as parents inside the house, it could be triggered differently outside. They could be influenced. They're very impressionable right now. So we have to make sure that we're on them. We got to make sure who are they connected to, who are they moving with, who are they around, how they're speaking, how they look. Everything is vital until they can grow up and make their own decisions. Hopefully all the information and all the priorities that we provided in them, they'll take with them. Because obviously, unfortunately, when we do go out there, we don't know what can exactly happen. We just have to hope. And there's a phrase that I have for hope, and that hope is holding back opposition with persistent effort. You have to hold back the opposition with persistent effort. Now, I'm gonna leave you with this one thing. I remember when I was doing a speech not so long ago, and someone asked me, how do you be connected? I'll tell you how. The universe, you have to be connected 4 ways to be connected. You connect these 4 ways, your children will not only be undeniable, they'll be unstoppable. You gotta make sure that yourselves and your children are connected spiritually to the universe. That's number 1. You make sure that your spirit is correct so you can infuse that energy, that positive energy out there. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to be connected mentally to the universe so that you can always have your information, your mind open so that you can go ahead and receive information and make better choices. So that's spiritually and that's mentally. Now the third thing you have to be connected to the universe physically. Your children have to be able to get a certain amount of exercise. Make sure this is the only body that we have in this tangible world to move it through life. Who agrees with that? So we got spiritually, we got mentally, and we got physically. Now the last thing that we have to be connected emotionally. Because as we know in this world, or in this life, the more that you control your emotions, the less the world can have power over you. Amen to that? There's an old African proverb that states that if there is no enemy within, then the enemy outside can do us no harm. I want to thank you guys for having me today. I want to thank Mr. Hartridge. I appreciate you. My name is Otis D. Gore. I do have a new book out. It's called The Audacity of Doubt. And the key of the book is to push through fear and push through doubt. Because in our community, what happens with us is that we get caught in this settlement of life, and we just settle for whatever it is that we have, and we don't push through to actually live the life that we feel that we deserve. A lot of us might have a job, we may have a little car, we got a little money, and we can settle right there. But what we really want to do is always within our membrane, but we never took that shot to push it. There's a saying that says, I'd rather die leaping in fear than to constantly stand on the edge and wonder what could have been. Don't wonder. Make sure you tell your children that they can be anything that they truly believe that they can achieve. Thank you so much.